We never get to write the things we really want to write. I know, we sound like brats, and we defo are, but this is a long story, so we'll attempt to make it short. A large majority of platforms are directly addressing mainstream/normative audiences, which means we're put in a position where we basically have to police, our output, knowing that they're always watching. I know what you're thinking. Disabled platforms exist, trans platforms exist, and whilst this is true, we need space in mainstream media. Why? Because if you're still figuring stuff out or not part of a community, information can be hard to find. Points of recognition can be so important to personal development, growth, or even just coming out. But if you feel like you're not trans TM or disabled TM, where do you go? When your community is you and your nana engrossed in daytime TV, Good Morning followed by Loose Women, personal growth and development could take a stint. We don't see ourselves in Lorraine Kelly, Piers Morgan, or any of their guest panelists discussing whether or not children should be allowed in pubs. We don't see ourselves when the same mainstream media slams our existence with ableist and transphobic viewpoints and languages. So what are we getting at? There are nuances we as a trans woman or a disabled woman want to be able to express without it becoming some kind of marginalisation porn for Deborah at home. Because guess what? Sometimes being trans is just shit, and sometimes being disabled is just shit. But if we do run with the whole woe is me or comedy gold about how I can't even brush my own teeth, this can play into transphobic or ableist narratives used by cis and non-disabled people with already problematic views. Using comedy to alleviate some kind of pain isn't unheard of, but these tongue-in-cheek jokes can't always exist because of 1. Normative discourse and its expectations, and 2. Because non-disabled and cis people will use it against us. So what? We silence ourselves. For protection? Yes. The sad thing is, there are nuances and things we go through that we desperately need to see portrayed or represented. Things that, when we were going through them, we desperately needed to see represented, but were unable to find due to this kind of fucked up paradox. Example? It would be great for Gabby to find resources and experiences about bottom surgery, ones that aren't like bare questionable horror stories posted on some random subreddit circa 2013. But mainstream resources are tainted by the cis editing or controlling the narrative to create the stories they want to see.